it will have cattle sell their beef or whatever to like McDonald's, and then McDonald's has to sell it to
Do you even know what you're talking about?
the people.
Morning, folks.
Like, Cargill is either being sued or is suing, like McDonald's, or McDonald's is being sued, or they're working. There's something about McDonald's and Cargill.
So this morning, we've got to clean this crap out of this grain bin. If you recall, at the beginning of harvest, we had a grain pipe plugged up. And this is all the rotten crap that came out of it. So I think the plan is to dump this right into a semi. Just let that run and go tailgate it elsewhere.
It smells like a horse stall that hasn't been mucked out in like 6 months.
It don't stink that bad in there.
Yeah, it does. Okay, I found it. McDonald's and Cargill are suing Tyson and other beef producers for driving up prices.
Huh.
Just confuse everybody today.
I like my hat's in that truck. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you don't look like them as much.
I got a little bit. Hey, look, you look like me.
Looks just like Jeff.
Looks just like me.
So this morning we were dumping trucks. We have 4 loads that need dumped from last night. Also, that dump truck still has beans on it from last week. And there's a 60% chance of rain tomorrow. That's the last of the beans that are going to be stored. I don't think we're going to store any of the double crops because the quality's so bad. So I'm going to go dump that so we don't have to clean out that frickin' lake pit after the rain just to dump 600 bushels of beans. This time it is full though, unlike the last time. So we'll take a little bit of time. Well, change of plans. As it turns out, the stuff in number 3 bin, that pile of stuff that I showed you earlier, is solid as a rock. We're gonna have to shovel that out. And we're not doing it now because this bin's empty. We have more than enough space for today. All right, we got the dump truck dumping, but now I'm going to get the combine out and get it to fueling up. Dad, he had to run in town to a lawyer's office, take care of a couple things. Nothing major. We're not getting sued or nothing. But while he's doing that, I'm going to have the combine race. So when he gets here, we can skedaddle and make some corn acres disappear in a hurry. Even the black combine getting very, very dirty. I forgot we got some fertilizer to spread sometime. Ah, he killed the disconnect.
100% when it matters, when the real number is 99% of all of it.
So fun fact, every time you start this combine with an ideal drive, you have to lock the wheel out left and right, or you'll be in limp mode. Just some kind of safety mechanism, I guess. You can sit here and run for a little while while we fuel up. How much fuel do we? Yeah, we've got just above a half. But we're planning on doing a pretty good day today, so definitely going to want to fuel up now versus later. Fuel cap, check. We got half of the crew scoured around. Jim's fueling a truck I completely forgot was out of fuel. And BJ's unloading the grain cart from last night. And Jeff is going to dump that truck once he gets the dump truck finished unloading. But I'm going to head down and get started, and man, we're going to get some stuff done. I have a good feeling about today. I'm going to do 120 acres. That's my plan. So we're still in this 186 acre field. Should finish it up pretty promptly. I think we have 65 acres left, so plan is to get it done, hop on the other side of those trees. We got 50 acres left in a field we opened, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Finish it, see what time it is. Dad's talking about possibly moving up the road. We have a 100 acre field, It's a farm that goes to town, and I think we could probably get it done before we have a chance of rain on tomorrow evening. Or we go right over here and do this 165 acres. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, once those fields disappear, the amount of corn we have left is dwindling. This is fun. Waiting on grain carp. BJ should be coming. Kayla's hitching a ride with him. She just came back. She's gonna ride with us for a little bit. Did you have a good time?
Yeah. Tractor Uber services are wonderful.
Spout?
It is the best Spout.
Yep.
The greatest in all the world.
Correct. Wise answer. Trucks are rolling in just in the nick of time, because one more dump and we were going to be full. Cruising along at 6.5 miles an hour. Next to no loss, minimal loss. Not the greatest corn. Right at 200 bushel. Dad just got back, decided to blow the radiator off while we were doing a driver switch. Radiator has a reversing fan, does a phenomenal job keeping chaff off of it, but when you cab your corn, you also cab your engine with that particular bin. And that reversing fan won't blow the corn off the screens, so you gotta do that manually. But I'm gonna go grab some lunch for everybody. Dad's gonna run it for a little while. And then I think we're gonna switch back. He wanted to go do some dozing this afternoon. So everybody is fed. Dad's still sending it, but we're getting ready to switch. He has some stuff he wants to do to the D8. I think he just wants to get started and move a couple things around the house, play with his dozer some, which is fine by me. We have plenty of help today trucking, and well, I like running the combine. So. But we're down to just a few acres left in this field, and then we will be moving. Look how dry this ground is. It is so dry, it's not hard, it's just fluffy. It'd be like if you've got a cold storage shed with a dirt floor, that dirt just becomes powder after you drive on it. Yeah, that's kind of what we got going on out here. We still really haven't had much rain. We are definitely in a drought still. I mean, I think we had the 4 inches from the hurricane in October. That might have been late September. I think in October we've only had less than an inch of rain, so still very dry. And that produces veins in fields like this. You can definitely tell that's a gravel vein. Good ground, better ground, terrible ground. That's basically nothing. That's probably 20, 30 bushel corn right there. That's 0 bushel corn right here. That's a nothing burger. Kind of testing the stalks. A little bit there. Flying he is. There's the good stuff. That's it. Field's done. Ended up being 184 acres. I thought it was 186 for some reason, but either way, we're done. We're gonna hop on the other side of these trees and hopefully find some better corn. This end of the field was bad. I mean, let's look at the yield map here. It's really, half the field's good, half of it's not. Like from here down, that part of the field probably would have averaged 200 to 210. I don't know, somewhere in there. But the whole field together, we ended up averaging 160. So, is what it is. We're done now. Man, I love how much faster this head unfolds and folds than the one we had on the gleaner. I think that's mostly to do with the combine and less to do with the head, but much gooder, much more gooder. but we got 50 acres here to knock out. I don't know where the rows are. Now we're doing 200 bushel down corn. Turns out it still sucks, but at least we feel like we're getting something. Get down there. So one thing that sucks about this reel is just how slow it moves. I don't know if we got the wrong orifice in that hydraulic, but I'm holding the button now and we're just coming up so slow. It almost makes a choke point. I got to slow way down. I just wish it would react a little bit better. I mean, it is handy. I don't have to get out when we have those piles on the head, but wish it would do a little bit more, I guess, as far as reaction speed. See, like we're trying to bring that reel to us to push that in, and it's just so slow. Something's got to be wrong. And then we got a switch box down here. Got to do that to raise it up, which is also slow. I don't know. That part I wish was a little different. Now this is fun. Really wish this reel was reacting faster. So I think I found the sweet spot on this reel. Also, I might have been running too fast. Seems like if I run 3.5 miles an hour with the reel right in front of the feeder house, we don't ever build up because we're just constantly pushing it in there. And the reel's pushing it away at a speed that the combine, I don't know, seems to be working pretty good that way. Haven't had to stop on this pass, so that's been nice because these last 4 passes have not been super productive. Yeah, the paddle to our reel just fell off. It's laying right there in the middle of the head. Guess we'll go grab that. I don't want to run that through the corn head. It did plug the head, so we didn't need it. We started to, though. Yeah. Well, they tore up, so that's good. Never a good thing when parts start falling off. I will say the reel is making a lot of difference now that I've got it in the right spot, and I just know that I need to slow down to about 3.5 when we get in the down stuff. We just went through a pretty bad patch and she fed great, but hopefully we keep the rest of those on. Now that is just a couple bolts, nothing to put back on. I guess I ought to check the other ones tomorrow. But yeah, we'll put that back on there in the morning or maybe tonight if it gets bad. There you go, there's some pretty flat stuff right here. Just slow and steady. Pushes her right in there. So yeah, that's much better. Before, when I was trying to run faster and we had the reel in a different spot, I would have had to stop right there. Well, folks, we've been demoted. We just got told to go to the grain cart. I knew it was coming. BJ's oldest boy had a football banquet at 6 or something like that, so this down corn, we ain't setting any speed record. I'll hop in the cart. Jim and Jeff are still trucking, but I'd say they'll get their walking papers somewhat soon. We're gonna finish the field, but I don't need both of them anymore. Must be having trouble seeing. Yep. It's only 120 acres of corn fodder buildup. Who needs one of them things like Ivers has when you got a Milwaukee leaf blower? I'm joking, that thing would be pretty cool. As one thing the Kloss also came with, it had some kind of big air dam thing that would keep your feeder house fairly clean. You know, it comes in handy whenever you're doing lots of bushels or lots of acres. Definitely not as many bushels this year. Some people say they never load tarp side on a truck with a grain cart. Well, the other side of this lane isn't our field, so that's not an option. What do you do in this situation? We have a fence, so we can see right over the side of this trailer, and that's even the tall-sided trailer. It's not a problem, but I remember in the days when we had John Deere's, tall-sided trailers were kind of a chore. But this fence sets up pretty high, so maybe that's the difference. I don't know. Tires seem to be taller back than they were back then too. I don't know. So BJ just brought us a fresh truck. We have plenty of semis left to hold the field. I think we've got less than 5 acres. We've got one empty truck and the grain cart, so should be good there. You could say this yield map looks very festive. That's what I'd call it. It puts me in the spirit of Christmas. All the pretty shiny red and the green. Kind of nice. Wish it was all green, but you gotta look at the bright side. Anyways, I think heck, we might only have it down and back. I don't know. All right, she's all on the truck. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. If you would, do me a favor, thumbs up the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't and you still enjoy the channel, drop us a comment and we'll see you in the next video.